Hey there, fellow woodworkers! Today we're diving headfirst into the world of live-edge woodworking. It's about capturing nature's artistry. We'll be crafting a stunning coffee table. This project is perfect for any skill level. Live-edge slabs are unique. They showcase the tree's natural form. Each curve and imperfection tells a story. That's what makes them special. We're not just building furniture, we're preserving a piece of nature's history. Imagine this. You, relaxing on the couch, your rustic coffee table proudly displayed. It's a conversation starter for sure. This project is about more than just building. It's about creating something with your own two hands. Let's get started. Let's talk tools. Don't worry, you don't need a fancy workshop. Here's what we'll be using. A measuring tape, a circular saw, a jigsaw, a sander, orbital and detail, a drill, wood glue, screws, a level, safety glasses, and hearing protection. Remember, safety first. Now the star of the show, your live-edge slab. Choose a wood species you love. Consider the size and shape for your table. You'll also need lumber for the base, legs and apron. Pine or Douglas fir are great options. Don't forget your favorite wood finish. Got everything? Great, let's turn this pile of wood into a masterpiece. Time to get up close and personal with that gorgeous slab. This is where the magic begins, transforming a raw piece of nature into a stunning piece of furniture. The first step is to appreciate the natural beauty and unique characteristics of the wood. Notice the grain patterns, the knots, and the live edge that gives it so much character. First, we need to clean it. This is crucial to ensure that no dirt or debris interferes with the finishing process. A clean surface will allow the wood to absorb finishes evenly and reveal its true beauty. Use a brush or a shop vac to remove any loose dirt or debris. Make sure to get into all the nooks and crannies, especially along the live edge where dust can accumulate. This step might seem simple, but it's essential for a professional finish. For stubborn grime, a damp cloth will do the trick. Gently wipe down the surface, ensuring you don't soak the wood. Excess moisture can cause the wood to warp or crack, so be cautious. This step ensures that the wood is pristine and ready for the next stages of preparation. Next, let's tackle those rough edges. The live edge is what makes these slabs so unique, but it can also be quite rough and uneven. Carefully inspect the edges and decide how much you want to smooth them out while maintaining the natural look. Use a sander to smooth out any imperfections. Start with a lower grit to remove larger bumps and rough spots. This will help create a more uniform surface without losing the natural contours of the live edge. Start with a coarser grit sandpaper and work your way up to a finer grit for a silky, smooth finish. This gradual process ensures that the wood surface becomes progressively smoother, enhancing its tactile and visual appeal. Remember, patience is key here. Remember, we want to enhance the natural beauty, not erase it. The goal is to highlight the wood's unique features, not to make it look like a factory-made piece. Each pass with the sander should bring out more of the wood's character. Finally, measure and mark your desired tabletop size. Precision is crucial here. A well-measured and marked slab will ensure that your final piece fits perfectly in its intended space. Take your time to get this right. If needed, use a circular saw or jigsaw to cut the slab down to size. Make sure your cuts are straight and clean. This step can be nerve-wracking, but with careful planning and steady hands, you'll achieve a perfect cut. Take your time and double-check your measurements. Accuracy is everything in woodworking. A small mistake here can lead to big problems later on. So, measure twice, cut once, and you'll be on your way to creating a masterpiece. With the tabletop prepped, let's shift our focus to the base. The base is the foundation of your table, providing both support and style. It's crucial to get this part right to ensure your table is not only functional but also visually appealing. This is where your design creativity comes in. Take some time to sketch out your ideas and plan the dimensions. Think about the overall aesthetic you want to achieve. Do you prefer a modern look, or are you leaning towards something more rustic or traditional? You can opt for a traditional four-leg base or get adventurous with a trestle or X-frame design. Each style has its own unique charm and structural benefits. A four-leg base is classic and straightforward, while a trestle base offers more stability and an open feel. An X-frame can add a touch of contemporary flair. Cut your lumber to size for the legs and apron pieces. Precision is key here, so measure twice and cut once. The quality of your cuts will directly impact the stability and appearance of your table. Use a miter saw for angled cuts and a table saw for straight cuts to ensure accuracy. Join the legs and apron using your preferred method. pocket hole joinery, mortise and tenon, or simple screws and glue. Each method has its own advantages. Pocket hole joinery is quick and easy, mortise and tenon offers a strong traditional joint, and screws and glue are straightforward and effective. Ensure the base is level and sturdy. Use a level to check your work and make any necessary adjustments. A wobbly table is not only annoying but can also be unsafe. Take your time to get this step right. It needs to support the weight of the tabletop. Make sure the joints are secure and the base can handle the load. If you're using a particularly heavy tabletop, consider reinforcing the base with additional supports. Want to add some extra flair? Think about incorporating decorative elements into your base design. This is your chance to make your table truly unique and reflect your personal style. Consider incorporating decorative elements into your base design. Decorative carvings, metal accents, or even reclaimed wood can add a lot of character and make your table stand out. Metal accents, reclaimed wood, or even a small shelf can add personality. These elements not only enhance the visual appeal but can also add functionality. A small shelf, for instance, can be a handy addition for storage or display. Section 5. Joining forces. Attaching the tabletop to the base. This is where all our hard work comes together, quite literally. The tabletop and base are the two main components of our project, and joining them is a crucial step. It requires precision, patience, and a steady hand. Let's dive into the process. Now for the moment of truth. Uniting our tabletop and base. This step is all about alignment. Ensuring that the tabletop and base fit perfectly together is essential for the stability and aesthetics of the final piece. Take your time to get this right. Carefully center the base on the underside of the tabletop. This might seem straightforward, but it's important to double-check your measurements. The base should be perfectly centered to ensure even weight distribution and a balanced look. Use a pencil to mark the position of the base on the slab. These marks will serve as your guide when you start drilling and attaching the base. Make sure the marks are clear and accurate. Pre-drill holes through the tabletop into the base supports. This step is crucial to prevent the wood from splitting. Use a drill bit that is slightly smaller than your screws to create pilot holes. This will prevent the wood from splitting when you drive in the screws. Splitting can weaken the structure and ruin the appearance of your project, so take care with this step. Apply a generous amount of wood glue to the top of the base supports. Wood glue adds an extra layer of strength to the joint, ensuring that the tabletop and base stay securely attached over time. Carefully lower the tabletop onto the base, aligning it with your pencil marks. This step requires a steady hand and a keen eye. Make sure the tabletop is perfectly aligned before moving on. Use clamps to secure the tabletop to the base while the glue dries. Clamps will hold everything in place and ensure a strong bond. Leave the clamps on for the recommended drying time, usually a few hours or overnight. Once dry, attach the tabletop to the base using screws. The screws will provide additional strength and stability. Make sure to drive them in straight and to the correct depth. Countersink the screws and fill the holes with wood filler for a seamless look. This will give your project a professional finish, hiding the screws and creating a smooth surface. Once the filler is dry, you can sand it down and apply your final finish. Section 6. Sanding and finishing. Unveiling the beauty within. Time to make this table shine. Start by sanding the entire surface of the table. Begin with a medium grit sandpaper to smooth out any rough spots. Gradually work your way up to a fine grit sandpaper for a buttery smooth finish. Pay special attention to the live edges. Sand lightly to avoid altering their natural contours. Once you're happy with the smoothness, thoroughly remove all sanding dust. Now for the grand finale, applying the finish. Choose a finish that complements the wood species and your desired look. Apply the finish evenly, following the manufacturer's instructions. Let it dry completely. Section 7. Caring for your rustic masterpiece. Congratulations, you've built a stunning live-edge coffee table. To keep it looking its best for years to come, here are a few care tips. Use coasters to protect the surface from heat and moisture. Clean up spills immediately with a soft, damp cloth. Avoid placing your table in direct sunlight, as it can cause the wood to fade. Dust regularly with a soft, dry cloth. Reapply the finish periodically to maintain its luster. With proper care, your rustic masterpiece will be a cherished part of your home for generations. Section 8. Troubleshooting and tips for success. Even seasoned woodworkers encounter hiccups. Here are some common issues and solutions. Uneven tabletop. Shim the base supports to create a level surface. Gaps between tabletop and base. Fill with wood filler and sand smooth. Finish doesn't cure properly. Ensure adequate ventilation and drying time. Remember, patience is key. Enjoy the process and don't be afraid to experiment. Section 9. Conclusion. The joy of building your own rustic haven. You did it. You've not only built a beautiful piece of furniture, but you've also created a conversation starter and a source of pride. There's something truly special about crafting something with your own hands. As you relax in your living room, admiring your handiwork, remember the journey, the feel of the wood, the sound of the saw, the satisfaction of seeing your vision come to life. That's the beauty of woodworking. Now go forth and create something amazing.